Hi, my name is Jacob Vela. I'm currently a junior, and I'm studying kinesiology at Our Lady of the Lake right now. So at the beginning of the year, my SMART goal was to quit eating unhealthy food, junk food, sweets, things of that sort, and gain 10 pounds of muscle mass while eating clean. I made this goal because I wanted to gain weight for my baseball season, which is coming up in the spring. And I wanted to put on as much weight as I could. That way, once season comes along, I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling and playing games. And I know obviously slowly my weight's going to probably drop. So I wanted to, try to get as much weight as I could now. That way throughout the season, I won't, lose too much weight. So these past 2 months, I was not able to achieve my goal of gaining 10 pounds. But I think I was still able to achieve my goal to a certain extent by obviously cutting out unhealthy food and eating clean. One thing I found easy about this journey was meal prepping. It was easy to do meal prepping because on a Sunday I would just cook a bunch of chicken, rice for the rest of the week, and it just made my life so much easier. On the way home, I already know, I have my food ready at home instead of stopping at a fast food restaurant like Whataburger and getting junk food because I don't want to go and cook when I get home. But knowing that I had my meals ready for me to go once I got home, it was a lot easier to stay on schedule and just eat my healthy meals throughout the day and throughout the weeks. So it was honestly very easy and made my life a lot more simple. Although some barriers that I found that were hard were, when I would go out with friends, like there was a few times we go like to Top Golf or go bowling or to the movies. It was hard for me not to, like say when we went to go watch a movie, it was hard for me not to, eat the popcorn, things of that sort. Or when we would go Top Golf, they'd get like some burgers or wings, For me, I had to, try to stay strong and stay on schedule and get the healthiest meal they had there, like a grilled chicken sandwich instead of everybody else getting a burger. I had to eat a healthy chicken sandwich. But honestly, I felt good about myself, knowing that I was keeping myself to a standard and not falling into the trap like I used to and just eating unhealthy. Something that I learned that will help me with my next goal is buying food in bulk at Sam's. One of my roommates, he has a Sam's card, and obviously he had just gotten it when we went home, or when he had went home, he had gotten his mom's card, and it made it so much easier to just go to the Sam's and buy a big bulk of chicken or buy a big bag of rice instead of going to HEB and having to buy packs of chicken that'll last me throughout the next few weeks, or boxes of rice that'll last me through the next few weeks. I would just go to Sam's, buy a big bag of chicken, or I'd buy a big bag of rice, and it lasted me a while. I still have some. It was definitely a game changer, I'd say, and it definitely would be easier for me going on in the future, knowing that I can just buy a big bulk and have a ton of food that I can just cook every Sunday, whatever, to prepare for the week. Two things I learned about myself is that I think I'm fairly disciplined when it comes to having a goal. I set this goal up 2 months ago to gain 10 pounds, which is pretty hard in 2 months, but I was able to still gain 7 pounds out of the 10 that I was trying to get to. And I did cut out eating unhealthy food while just trying to eat as clean as possible, eat nothing but healthy food. And I thought I did fairly well while doing this. Another thing that I learned about myself is my sweet tooth isn't as bad as I thought it was. After the first week, I noticed, my craving for sweets after a meal slowly would start to fade away. I wasn't craving it as much, and I didn't care too much to have a sweet after my meal. So honestly, it's just in your head. When you think you have a really bad sweet tooth, it's all just in your head. Once you cut it out, you won't be craving it as much. Obviously, that goes for a bunch of things in life. You know, it can go for a bunch of things, but for me, my sweet tooth, obviously, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Overall, this was a great smart goal, and I'm glad I made this goal because it made me really, you know, reach deep down in and stay healthy and stay on course, and not, you know, cheat myself and go back to my old habits on eating bad and stuff like that. So I'm glad we got to do this for this year, or for this semester, and I'll definitely put another smart goal coming up in this spring or in the future for me. Thank you and have a good day.